A team having to undergo a lot of change this summer, losing their star manager that has been there for so many years, carrying them to mid-table Premier League. That is Nuno Esprito Santos, who has left Wolverhampton Wanderers. That is right, guys. We are doing our Wolverhampton Wanderers season preview. I just want to talk about how they did last year, how I think they're going to do this year, some of their transfer business, which has been very interesting, their new manager, Bruno Lage, and where I think they'll finish, and their breakout player of the year and season player of the year, and where I think they'll finish. But guys, let's talk about how they did last year. Last year was very interesting for me, looking as a neutral from a Wolves perspective. Once Raul Jimenez went out injured, that team really changed, and it showed you that Wolves are extremely human. With Raul Jimenez, you can tell that they're a top side. They could really push for Europe, or even Europe to mid-table. Without Raul Jimenez, they were dreadful, absolutely shocking. They had no goals, no creativity. It just did not look like the same side at all. And Nuno just couldn't get the best out of them. Nuno played a deep lying side because he knew they couldn't score. And without Raul Jimenez and a top number 9, they had nothing going on. And without Raul Jimenez, I'm scared for where this team might end up. Obviously, Raul's coming back off of a scary injury, a really, really scary injury. We don't know what kind of Raul Jimenez we're going to get back. We don't know how good he's going to be, what he's going to be like in form. We're seeing him, he got 70 minutes in his last preseason game, which I think is fantastic. But, like I said, it's a terrible, scary injury, and we don't know how he's going to perform in the Premier League game in, game out. And if he doesn't get to regular starting appearances, I just don't see a way Wolves are going to be back to where they were, back to where they used to. And I really think a lot of this season relies on Raul Jimenez, but I don't want to push it too much on him. I want to talk about some of the transfers. Ruben Vinagre went to Sporting. This is a loan, but it does have a very cheap buy option. I think it was in the region of like 2 to 4 million, somewhere in there. It's very cheap, and I do think he will go. Rui Patricio. This is a very interesting one for me, guys. I probably have a really hot take compared to most people. Rui Patricio obviously is a top quality goalkeeper, Portuguese international and starter at the Euros. He has been a Wolves player for a long time since leaving Sporting, and he is top quality, don't get me wrong, but he's extremely old. I think he's 33, 34, getting up there in age. You got a good chunk of fee from him. I think it was anywhere from 12 to 15 million, somewhere around there. And AS Roma, don't get me wrong, they're getting a top quality goalkeeper. But for me, I think it was time for Wolves to move on and get a new starter. And the starter they did get was Jose Sa from Olympiacos. And I really rate Jose Sa. I always have. I thought he was top quality. I felt like he always should have been in a mid-table Premier League side a long time ago. And I'm glad he's getting a start. And one thing I'll really dwell on with goalkeepers, they don't hit their prime until they're 28, 29, 30, 31. And Jose Sa is 28. Obviously, he fits the bill. He's Portuguese. Everyone's going to make a joke about that. Oh, Portuguese FC, look, he's finally joined Wolves. What a surprise. They got a Portuguese goalkeeper to fill in for another Portuguese goalkeeper. Ha ha ha. But, no, jokes aside, Jose Sa is top quality. I really do believe that. And I think this year you're going to see it. Maybe he might take a year to get used to the physicality and the fast pace of Premier League. And the jump in quality compared to the Greek league with Olympiacos. But I don't get me wrong, guys. He's a quality goalkeeper, and I'm excited to see what Jose Sa brings to the Premier League. For me, he is a step down from Rui Patricio, but it is time to move on. You got to go younger eventually, and you got to get more quality in the door. And I think Jose Sa was the right guy to bring in. They did make Ryan Aït-Nouri permanent after his loan with a buy option. And the big one for Wolves, this shows that they haven't done a heck of a lot in the transfer window, and that is Francisco Trincao from Barcelona coming in on a loan. I do not think there's a buy option on this one, guys. Great player to bring in. Brings in a lot of talent up front, and they're also losing Patrick Catrone. I made another video on that, guys. Let me know what you guys think about that. Go hit it up and go watch it. If you guys want to see some more content on Wolves and another Wolves player, go hit up that video. It would mean the world to me. But Francisco Trincao coming in from Barcelona is a big move for Wolves. Gives them some more talent up front. Gives them the likes of Pedro Neto with Trincao and Raul Jimenez. That's the starting lineup up front I'd like to see personally. I think it'd be very good and very crucial. And you also have the likes on the bench coming in is Adama Traore, Daniel Podence, Fabio Silva. And you have Rafa Mir and Catrone who are left. So it's not a bad Wolves side, but for me, guys, it's just not good enough. And I don't know, they're going to be relying on Raul Jimenez. We don't know what kind of Raul Jimenez we're getting back. And Bruno Lage is really an unknown manager. We don't know what to expect. He's played 4 or 5 different formations in 3 or 4 preseason games. I don't think he knows what he wants to play. He doesn't know anywhere near his best 11. He looks lost when he's choosing that kind of formations. I think Premier League side is going to take advantage of them. I have Wolves. Actually, give you guys my player of the year first. I think the player of the year will be for them João Moutinho. I think it's going to be João Moutinho. People might be like, what about Ruben Neves? I think Neves might leave. But I also don't think he's going to have as good of a season because I think at the back of mind he's going to be like, I should probably go. I should probably get out of here. This isn't the right place for me at this point in the career. I'm 24 and I need to move on. That's why I think João Moutinho is going to be the player of the year. I think he's got the talent. He's got the quality. We know it. And he just creates so many chances. And without him, I don't think it'd be the same team. Young player of the year, I'm giving it to Morgan Gibbs-White. He is going to be quality. Just keep your eye out for Morgan Gibbs-White. And breakout player of the year, Jose Saw. You guys know my reasons for that already. And I have Wolves finishing in 13th place, guys. I have them quite low. I really do. I could even see them finishing lower. I think there's some teams that could surprise me. But, guys, that's right. I have Wolves finishing in 13th place for all the reasons. Bruno Lage doesn't know what he's doing. All his formations are very much confusing me in preseason. He doesn't look like he figured out his best 11, his best players, his best setup. He's not no manager, so I don't know what to think of him. They didn't make any crucial improvements which needed to be made to this team. It's going to be very interesting to see what this Wolves side puts out, guys. But, guys, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Hit that sub button if you're not already sub. It means the world to me. I'll be having extremely loads of content coming out about transfers. Everyone, we're going to highlight most of those big ones and some of the small ones that you guys might not have heard of or seen because I want to get those videos out for you guys possible because they are the super cool ones that always get missed. But, guys, if you guys like transfers, season previews, match reactions, all that kind of fun stuff, hit up the sub button, hit up the channel, you'll enjoy it, and I'll have all the content coming for you guys thick and fast. But guys, I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.